Today we take on Trader Vic's very first rum drink, the Tonga Punch. And there are a few versions of the Tonga Punch, including large format punches made with rum, brandy, and even passionola from the 1946 Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink, as well as a 1948 Bartender's Guide. But by the 1950s, Trader Vic omits the brandy and he just leans into that light rum. And he notes that heavy dark Jamaican rums are distasteful to many, so he blended light rums and liqueurs in a formula which he thought would be both palatable and potent. Now, the drink was loved by many, but maybe most notably, it was a favorite of Nobel Prize-winning physicist Ernest O. Lawrence. Dr. Lawrence created the cyclotron, which was a particle accelerator while at UC Berkeley. You might be familiar with the name from the Lawrence Livermore Labs or from Josh Hartnett, who played Lawrence in the Christopher Nolan movie Oppenheimer. Apparently, Lawrence liked skating, fishing, thick steaks, champagne, and a concoction called the Tonga Punch. Now you'll need the trifecta of Trader Vic's juices for this. That's lime, lemon, and orange. Some grenadine, some orange curacao, and some light rum. And instead of using a truly light Puerto Rican rum, I'm opting for a light rum that I enjoy, which is Denizen 5. Now to serve this first ever Trader Vic's rum cocktail, the drink was originally served in a Collins or zombie style glass, or even more appropriately, a block optic chimney glass if you got it. Now this is another one of those cocktails that Trader Vic specifically calls to build and make in the electric drink mixer, but if you don't have one of those, you can always shake this. So let's go ahead and start with half an ounce of lime juice, 3/4 ounces of lemon juice, 1.5 ounces of orange juice, 1/4 ounce of grenadine, half an ounce of an orange curacao, and then 2 ounces of a light rum. The drink calls to be garnished with mint and a stir, but I also have an orchid lying around, so I'll do that as well. So there you go, Trader Vic's first ever rum cocktail, the Tonga Punch. Let us try it. Cheers. It is light, it is refreshing, and it is bracingly tart, which is a signature of Trader Vic cocktails of this time. Now, as for its potency, I'm going to disagree with him there. I don't find it to be potent at all, but I think it is more palatable than using heavy rums. And for some of you, probably not even most of you, but some of you, the louder ones, you're gonna be you're gonna be upset, but that he said that sometimes Jamaican rums can be distasteful, but you gotta go back to that time period and what people were used to and what kind of rums they had available. And even to this day, I mean, a lot of people are not into heavy, full-bodied Jamaican rums. The rum in question here, Denizen, which is one of my favorites in a light rum cocktail, especially like a daiquiri, I don't taste it at all. It tastes tartness. It's definitely not too sweet, and I tend to sometimes like very tart drinks. And if you're looking at this recipe, you have the equivalent of like a standard cocktail having about 1 ounce and 1/4 of strong citrus juice. That's the lemon and lime. So it is very tart. So if you don't like tart, brace yourself. I don't go into any of these older Trader Vic cocktails and think that they're going to be amazing. I think you can just, for me, I can just look at the recipe and understand what it's going to taste like. And as much as I think you want to automatically switch up the rums there or adjust it, the point of this was to not do that. And I'm sure you can find many instances in his books of drinks that are so similar to this that use a different rum or a rum and a brandy or a combination of spirits, gin as well. But this one was rum. And as much as this is not my favorite drink ever, I think it's a good, enjoyable drink. It's something that if I went out to a bar and and I ordered one and I got it, I'd be happy with it. It's just not, like, if you're gonna have one cocktail of the day or of the weekend, is this the one you want? Probably not. And even just, like I said, like I've already said a couple times, if you just switch up the rum, it's probably gonna be a little better, but then you're kind of disregarding the whole sort of origin and nature of this cocktail. It is often challenging on the internet to I think, to talk about anything, but in the cocktail sense, because if you are not effusive, if I am not explaining to you, screaming from the rooftops that it's the best thing I've ever had in my life, then people automatically be like, oh, he hates it. He thinks it's terrible. And there is a in-between. There's an in-between the best thing ever and the worst thing ever, where 99% of cocktails fall, and this is one of those. And I feel like for some of you, I think you will like this. I think if you like tart drinks and you're not one of those people who is so against orange juice and cocktails, then you're going to enjoy this one. But if you don't like tartness and you only like the funkiest rums on earth, then you probably will not enjoy this one. But I enjoy it, so don't try to tell me that I don't enjoy it in the comments, because I'm saying right now that I enjoy it. So that is it for this one, the Tonga Punch, a variation on the Tonga Punch, I guess, because the first recipe for, like, or at least to my knowledge, the first recipe for single serving is this recipe, but then if you look at the punches, they're different. They often have brandy in them. So is that the first one ever, or is this one the first one ever? But Trader Vic makes it clear that the first rum cocktail they came up with is called the Tonga Punch. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below. If you'd like to support this channel, check out my Patreon page. Otherwise, see you in the next one.